Previously, Jade and Nick got caught red-handed.
Who would you like to see go?
Christian.
I have got two, but it's someone else, maybe.
It is against the rules to discuss nominations.
Oh, God. Shot me. Just my opinion.
Yeah, bollocks.
She's a fake ass bitch. Of course I care what the public thinks.
The feeling is mutual. I don't like you.
Guess what, bitch? I don't care.
Tonight, it's nominations.
Fake and a game player.
Create attention.
Just a bit annoying.
The fakest housemate.
Nick, it's time to nominate once again.
My first nomination is...
And all hell breaks loose.
Oh, much more back in here from now on. I fucking love to see the back of it.
Does someone not like me in the house?
It's just nasty.
Oh, it's just unfucking necessary.
See, Nick, this is what they do to me.
The shit just got real.
Once you start crying in here, you can't stop.
I feel like I'm turning into a slight bitch.
Day 13, 10:35 a.m. It's nominations day.
I think today is thingy day. The N-word.
D-Day.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, Sal. Today is D-Day.
This is Big Brother. This week's nominations will begin in 30 minutes.
Shit. The shit just got real. Shit.
Oh, that's fun.
Are you okay now with the twins?
I haven't spoken to them yet, but I will. But the twin thing escalated and everyone got involved. For no reason at all. And then everyone got involved with me and Nick and said, oh, she's using you. So I did feel ganged up on yesterday. So I did turn into a fucking bitch and defend myself. Probably in the wrong way, but I did what I did and that's my defence. But I know for Nick's sake that I'm just going to stay away, not stay away from him, but not be as close as I was to him because I made him feel so shit yesterday. He knew which way he was yesterday and that was my fault. And I take responsibility for that because I'm the one who put him in the situation.
As he received the nomination time bomb, Nick will be nominating Face to Face again.
I hate this day. It's like Judgment Day, innit? Yeah.
We all understand, don't we, sir?
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to go under if I'm up again, honestly.
If you want to see real nerves, watch me Friday night. Fuck's sake.
Shit, you have to stand up and do it.
I hate standing up.
Oh, God. Nicholas.
It's just a fear. It's all my phobias. I put down that, and I actually hate it. I get so nervous. No, I'm not.
Oh, God. I feel sick. I hate these days. I really don't enjoy it.
(10:58 a.m. Kieran, Harriet and Aaron are in the garden.
Oh, sorry.
It's alright. I'm on it. That's enough.
You sure?
Yeah. It's the best it can do. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. You need
Fuck it out.
You need a fucking washing machine for that shit.
Nick is talking to Sarah about his bad day yesterday.
I was weak yesterday, but that's why I've come in this house to learn things like that. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely. This house is so full of just learning shit about
Learning curve.
It really is. Honestly, Nick, because I think straight away when Chloe nominated me the other week and she said you need to put things in a nicer way, I thought, do you know what I do? You know, I'm not a polite person at all. I think I'm actually very rude at times.
The thing is,
but I definitely don't mean to be. So it's not a trait that I can't change. It's a trait that I need to work on.
Yeah.
Sally, Amy and Jade are in the bedroom.
Do you guys want to talk? Or anyone comes in?
You can do, or do you want to speak separately? You know, like to one of us at a time.
I don't know, guys. How do you feel about it? I don't know.
Do you know what it was for me?
It wasn't necessarily like, fine, there's been tension, I can accept that. The thing what pissed me off the other night, you didn't need to go to Nick and say
and
that.
try and manipulate Nick
I
into
didn't manipulate
pictures.
Nick, and I can hardly like sit down with you guys like, oh look, this because it's awkward.
I know, but you could have just kept that to yourself and thought, it's fine if you want to nominate us,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
your
not sure.
decision.
Yeah.
But trying to influence Nick into nominating us is really not fair.
I don't know, look,
Your reason to me is just not legitimate at all.
but my aura and my energies are very powerful sometimes and I can't hold them back. And you don't connect with everybody in this house. I don't connect with Eileen, I don't connect with you guys, and I don't understand why I don't connect with you guys. It's not your fault, it's not my fault. It is how it is sometimes in life.
But you can make it better as opposed to making it worse.
This experience is so important to everybody.
It's
and for
really
somebody,
important to me.
Listen, I don't need to say to you how appreciative I am to be here. I know myself.
Yeah,
And
People might think the same thing about you. You can't just you can't just throw accusations around when you know
I'm going off a
absolutely
comment.
nothing about what someone feels.
Other people have different opinions and everyone's different, and this is my opinion.
I don't really know what you want us to say. You've had a conversation with Nick where I feel you've tried to manipulate him into nominating us today, which hopefully for us he doesn't, because that would be really upsetting, because I don't think he would have before you had the conversation with him.
Okay?
Let's just kind of leave it at that
Yeah,
now, and
and
just hopefully the
tension
tension
will go
will die
down.
down.
Cool. Right, I'm gonna go and work out.
11:14 a.m. Aaron has a request for Chloe.
Show me your twerk.
Stand up or lay down, like this.
Stand up, bend over. This is what you do in bed, do it.
I don't think I can do it. You show me yours. Show me how to do it.
See, when I'm in bed, I go like this.
Do ya?
Like, and then if I go, I fucking, I'm like, oh, fuck.
What, you twerk while you're having sex?
Yeah, I like bounce off
So
the
if I was a
clock.
boy now, and I'd have my willy in there, you'd be bouncing on it.
I go like this. No, show me yours.
I don't
I won't
think I
act
can
like
do
that.
it.
I just act like.
I don't. I'm
Oh
not
my god, I love it. Let it rain.
Way.
Oh, this is so not funny.
First up to nominate is Sarah.
Sarah, could you give the name of your first nomination and explain your reasons for this nomination?
My first nomination is Joel. I feel as if he goes about things the wrong way sometimes. I didn't like what he did in the debate. I thought there was a nicer way to approach that, and you really only had to give 2 or 3 reasons why you were putting somebody up as the fakest housemate there, and he decided to reel off about 10 about Aaron. My second nomination, and this is horrible, is Eileen. She is 20 years older than the oldest person in here. And as much as we're all trying to not make an issue of it, she gets offended when anybody raises her age as an issue. When Kieran said something in a passing comment, which he in no way meant offensively to her. And later on, she snapped a bit at me when I was only trying to say that Kieran wouldn't have meant to offend her.
My first nomination is Jade. I was a little bit upset and disappointed that the whole house was sanctioned for Jade discussing nominations, and that made it difficult for everyone, and I think it upset a lot of people in the house. It's just a bit annoying. It is with regret that my second nomination is for Nick. I say that because I feel it would be totally unfair of me to nominate Jade and not nominate Nick for exactly the same reasons, because Nick actually took an active part in the discussion with Jade.
Jade is recounting her earlier conversation with Amy and Sally.
It was my opinion, I stick by my opinion, I said it already. And they didn't like it, they didn't accept it. That's my opinion.
Yeah. Do you feel better?
Yeah, I was alright anyway.
Aaron is next to nominate.
Okay, I don't want to come across two-faced or anything like that, but my first nomination, as she picked me for the food, is going to be Jade. She's really got into the role of acting as princess of the house. There's a lot of tension building around her, and I feel that she could have dealt with the situation a little bit better, which when it could possibly make the house feel a little bit easier. My second nomination is going to be Nick. This past week, I feel like he's been sidetracked by Jade. There is other housemates in this house, and I just feel like he just singled himself out with a one-to-one with Jade. I'm really sorry, Nick.
My first nomination is Sarah. I don't connect with Sarah. I think her temper, not temper, but her bossiness, and you know, she'll talk like this, and she does a lot of shouting and swearing to people. I just wouldn't speak to people like that, and she does. And for that reason, that's why I'm nominating her. And my second nomination is going to be Christian. I feel like Christian can dish things out, whether it be banter or little digs, but when he gets it back, he gets highly offended. You have to tread on eggshells. Like, I feel like I can't have as much banter and as much as a laugh with him because I don't want to upset him and I don't want him to take it personally. Really, he should just let it go over his head or take it as a joke or not let it upset him.
Coming up, nomination tension mounts.
It was the second one was really, really hard. The first one was easy.
Jesus.
Both mine were a walk in the park.
That was awful. That was absolutely awful.
(12:21 p.m). Chloe has a question for the boys.
What would you rather have? What would you rather? Your housemates obviously not like you that much and you're up for nomination for people get saved by the public, or your housemates all like you and you never get up for nomination?
I'd rather be nominated by my housemates and be...
And the public like you?
Yeah.
I feel very humble, but I seem to be liked by both.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
You should be, you are.
Next to nominate is Danny.
My first nomination is for Jade. Her reason for picking Aaron in the luxury I thought was a shocking decision because Chloe, she hardly eats anything. Joel hardly eats anything because they don't like the rations, you know, rice and stuff like that. So I thought if she just took a full 10 seconds to actually think about who's struggling, whether they're friends or not, just have a bit of savvy about it and pick someone who's actually genuinely really hungry. So I just feel her decision wasn't thought through and a bit selfish. My second nomination is Joel again. I just don't understand him. I mean, like, I can't tell if he's being fake or genuine, so he's walking around in girls' clothes and knickers and stuff like that, and it makes other people laugh, but it doesn't make me laugh because I can't work out if he's just being fake, just to make the viewers and people in the house laugh. And I'm just thinking, fuck, I was just thinking, give it a rest, boy. Like, fucking hell.
My first nomination is Christian. I talked to him and that, yeah, but there's been a few times where he's tried to wind me up and he makes me feel uncomfortable and he's trying to get me high rate sometimes and then he'll go really quiet and be like, well, I don't know what you're on about, and I can't stand that, and then it makes me look like I'm the loudmouth person shouting my mouth off, and I can't be around people like that because it winds me up. My second nomination is Jade. Yesterday she should have, instead of just taking herself away, I would have dealt with it there and then, me personally, which I thought she should have done, instead of leaving it a whole nother day until tomorrow. And the girls thought that she should come to them first because she did say some things that were unfair and she should have gone and made the apologies. This is fucking hard.
Sarah and Danny are play fighting.
Pussy.
What was that?
What? See, look. Just try.
Kieran is next to nominate.
My first nomination is Joel. What he did when Joel got evicted, I think, was a bit out of order. He started laughing out loud and like it was the first one. Everyone was a bit emotional and upset, and I just felt that he could have been more considerate. It was a bit disrespectful, and I felt that he could have had more respect for the situation. So to me, it was kind of like just annoying, and that was it really. My second nomination is Eileen. We had a conversation on the sofa about sleeping patterns. Now, she took upon herself that I meant to offend her, or I insinuated that was obviously she should do this, that she should have less sleep, which was not the case. Then she came over and obviously personally attacked me. She turned around to me and said, no, I don't want to hear what you got to say, basically. And I'm like, well, you can't come over and give it the Larry, give it the large, no disrespect to how she did it, but, and then not want to hear my say. I mean, I'm all ears to listen to what you're saying, and if I've offended you, I even apologise. If someone has offended you, you could do it in a respectful way, and that's what it is, and that's all I've got to say.
Right, my first nomination is Jade. I feel like she's alienated the house. She was trying to manipulate Nick into nominating the twins. I just feel like she has been exposed as being fake and a game player. That's why I'd like to nominate Jade. Right, my second nomination is Eileen. There's been conflicts with other housemates, for example, Kieran, for example, with twins, also with Jade. Like, there's been conflict around the house where maybe I feel like there's a little bit of a front going on where she's not actually as silly as she's making out, like she knows what she's trying to do. Sometimes she can be very serious, and then sometimes she doesn't seem to have any idea what's going on, and part of me thinks at times that could be a front.
2:05 p.m. Sally is mopping.
I've only got 3 I need to wash anyway. I've got like 20 fresh ones, so.
Did the prep
This is Big Brother. Would Jade come to the diary room?
What's that look for?
I wonder who she will pick.
Oh, I'll be like,
She'll be in and out in a jiffy.
Hello, Jade. Could you give the name of your first nomination and explain your reasons for this nomination?
My first nomination is Eileen. Eileen is one of those that I don't connect with. We had the debate where everyone got a bit irate in the debate, and Eileen, ironically, was reading out mine, and I said maybe there's not enough room for 2 spiritual people in this house. And Eileen didn't take that well. She got very upset and I felt guilty over that. The thing is, Big Brother, I'm a very emotional human being and I feel everything very, very deeply, very, very fast. And my opinions are formed nearly instantly of a human being. My second nomination is Amy and Sally. You guys aired what me and Nick said. It was awkward, created tension. I did try to do what I had to do with the girls, but they continued to tell me that I was using Nick and trying to influence Nick, and that they wouldn't accept my opinion, or they wouldn't accept the fact that sometimes your energies just don't connect with people.
Our first nomination is Jade. She discussed nominations knowing how this could affect the group as a whole. We also feel that she attempted to manipulate Nick into voting for us.
We also felt a bit singled out by it as well.
She just gives us a bad vibe. There's no connection there with Jade whatsoever, and that's the reason for our first nomination.
Our second nomination is Aaron. Obviously the house has been divided and certain people have got luxury foods. Some of the other housemates just, you know, they're really sensitive towards our feelings and don't like to
rub it in your face kind of thing.
Yeah, whereas Aaron, you know, he's come out a number of times now saying how hungry he is or how full he is and how much he's had a great meal, and I just feel like it's disrespectful and I don't like it.
Jack and Nick are making plans.
We're definitely doing something when we get out of here.
Hell yeah. We'll both be on finale night though, hopefully, Nicky boy.
Oh, fuck off, mate. Got to survive this week first. I love you, Jack.
Love you too, mate.
Christian is the next housemate to nominate.
My first nomination is Aaron. I try sometimes to engage in conversation with him and I don't get much back. Maybe he hasn't got time for me or something, but I've tried like numerous times, like, how are you doing, you know, how are you? It just seems like he's never asking me something back, and it's just a closed answer, like, you know, how are you doing, Aaron, you right? It's like, yeah, I'm good. Okay. My second nomination is Jade. I just feel like Jade's maybe isolating herself a little bit and she's kind of removing herself from the group. That she feels like she's being treated like a princess, you know? maybe that's annoying people or upsetting people, and I feel like maybe she isn't getting as involved as maybe she should be.
My first nomination is Jade. She's never really connected with anyone. She's just waltzed around the place on tiptoes, sort of flicking her hair every now and then. She hasn't tried at all to come towards me. Nothing. Niente. Nothing. My second nomination is... I'd have to say Kieran again. He said something about, you know, oh, how many hours sleep do you get? And I said, well, about at 7. He said, oh, well, you know, my friends that are older, like older, why would you say that? It's a little bit stupid, not only on that phrase. I would choose because no one else has been rude. Thank you very much.
You are free to return to the house.
Thank you.
You know what I piss myself.
Such funny feeling.
Right, I'm the last one to do it. I done it.
Well done.
You know, and it was the second one was really, really hard. The first one was easy.
Jesus. I need to get straight in it.
But I can say, but I could, if any, yeah, but I will, you know, if anyone, you know, the second one, the B,
what
found
you say,
very,
I
very
have to
hard.
discuss them anyway, Eileen.
No, sorry.
You're funny, you.
No, I didn't like doing that.
Both mine were a walk in the park.
That was awful. That was absolutely awful.
4:14 p.m. Harriet and Eileen are preparing dinner.
Oh God, I felt a real bitch in there. I felt a real...
No, didn't you feel terrible?
It's an absolute bitch. I felt terrible. Made me a bit cross, actually. Made me a bit cross for, you know, sort of a nominating.
What, but you feel like you're being sneaky?
No, I would say it straight to the plate. I would say I've done nothing sneaky. No, I would say
no, but
straight
that's what I'm saying.
off. Yeah,
like, in there, you feel like you're talking about
but
people.
no, I feel cross that. No, I made it. No, I just feel a bit cross that we have.
Cross at what?
I made a comment. I said, well, my first nominations was easy. My second one, I really, and honestly, you know, really hadn't. And she said my one was a walk in the park.
Who said that?
Jade. That's just made me so cross.
Why would she say? Why would you say that?
I'm over it. I'm sure.
It's just nasty.
Oh, it's just unfucking necessary.
Amy is talking to Big Brother.
Jade just said her nominations were a walk in the park, so that's nice to know. I'm guessing it's me, Sally and Eileen.
On the sofas, Jade and Nick are discussing nominations.
Nick, how long do you have to do face-to-face for?
Oh, all the time. I'm here. Just got to do it.
Yeah. I don't think Eileen could have made herself any clearer. Does someone not like me in the house? See, Nick, this is what they do to me.
I hate bitchy Jade.
I know, babe, but what else can I do? Run around screaming.
Why don't you give me an example of, like, really fucking pissed off Jade? What happens then?
I'm just really assertive, babe. It's nothing.
What would you start doing? Would you start, like, using me as a battering ram?
No, never physical violence.
I like Eileen.
I don't think it's weird that I'm half her age and she's like picking on me a little bit.
Oh, she's not picking.
Well,
maybe I don't see it.
slightly a little bit. I mean, saying, well, my first one was easy and stare over at me.
Didn't you say that?
No, but that was just very childish or something. Like, I'm half your age, grow up.
You are a feisty one.
Coming up, it's Nick's turn to nominate.
First of all, I just want to say these two people, I don't think they'll be up, and if they are up, they are going to be okay. And that's something I want you all to know.
And Jade makes her feelings known.
What I don't like is the behind the back bitching. I don't like that.
"5:40 p.m. Big Brother has gathered the housemates.
This is Big Brother. Nick, stand up.
Come on, Nick.
As you know, because you received the nomination time bomb, you must nominate housemates for eviction face to face throughout your time in the Big Brother house.
Bad days.
Nick, it's time to nominate once again.
Okay. Thank you. First of all, I just want to say these two people, they heavily influenced the decision that I don't think they'll be up, and if they are up, they are going to be okay. That was a heavy influence in my decision on why I'm nominating these two people. And that's something I want you all to know.
Nick, could you give the name of your first nomination?
Okay, my first nomination is for Chloe, because sometimes you can be a little bit offensive without realising it. I think on eviction night you said something about Eileen's age that I thought was a little bit offensive, and yesterday you just made me feel a bit bad when you said I was boring. I really, really like you as a person. That was just the whole reason for that one. I just think like sometimes I get a bit upset when you say things.
Wow, that was snaky.
Remember what I said at the beginning.
Nick, you said that Chloe made a comment about Eileen's age.
Yeah.
Could you expand on this?
I just remember, I just think that she said she was old or something like that, and I know Eileen feels a little bit insecure about that. And
Oh my God, that's bullshit. Please tell me what I said.
I don't know.
Eileen, please, can you tell me what I said?
No, I can't.
Okay, well, it was on eviction night. I said I was saying about an age thing, but it's fine. You know, I got
It's
it wrong.
fine for you, it's not fine for me.
Okay, Chloe. All right.
Talk about it afterwards.
Yeah,
Obviously,
Chloe,
give
instead
you a
of just
reason
snapping,
to
you said earlier, don't take offence to anything I've said. No, you've just took offence straight away. So.
Because me or Eileen don't remember what you're talking about.
Okay, well, it did happen. Yeah.
Nick, could you give the name of your second nomination and your reasons for this nomination?
This is purely tactical again, and I'm going to regret this afterwards. But it was going to be Aaron. It's going to be Aaron because I don't think anyone else will put him up. That's why I did it. Fair enough. I just don't think anybody else will nominate you, Aaron. And if you are up, and if you're both up, you're going to be very popular. I just didn't want to have a deciding factor in somebody going up. I think you both wouldn't have had any other nominations. That's why I'm doing it.
So you've copped that?
What?
Cop out.
I just feel like he doesn't trust me, maybe, would be a reason. Maybe I feel like he might have nominated me as well. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I get, you know.
Nick, it's part of the game.
Yeah.
It's absolutely fine.
I don't want to nominate either of you.
It's absolutely fine.
I thought about it tactically, yeah. I hope this doesn't go wrong, these nominations. I had a plan behind it and I'm worried they're going to go wrong now.
The housemates who received the most votes in this week's nominations are Jade with 8 votes, Eileen with 4, Aaron and Joel with 3 votes, and Christian and Nick with 2 votes each.
Nick, sit down.
Sorry. Yeah, true.
Housemates, this week's nominations are over. You will find out the results in due course.
Oh, really? Oh.
Back to washing up.
No, it's fine. I made the wrong decision. I just went tactical with it. Yeah. Chloe, it was just, that was the reason I came up with, because I don't think you'll get nominated by anyone else, all right? I did it wrong. I shouldn't really approach nominations in that way. It was a bit of a cowardly way out.
All I said was that you've been you were the funniest person in here. Every day we're all saying how funny you are. You've took yourself away, and I would just say you've been boring recently. Go back to how you used to be, and you are. I totally agree. Did you not?
Yeah.
So stand there and make out I said a nasty comment saying you're boring.
And what I said was at the beginning, I said, don't read into this. There's a reason I'm doing it. I'm giving a reason at the time, and that's all I could come up with.
Okay.
Okay?
He's right, you know, nobody else would have nominated you.
No,
I would be
but
very shocked. I would be very shocked.
I understand. I'm not going to talk. Let's not talk about it until it all comes out. Let's leave it.
I do feel like you copped out a bit.
Yeah, I did cop out a little bit. Yeah, I did cop out.
Because there's other shit that's been going on in this house.
Yeah, I did cop out a little bit.
That you could have put across, like I'm sure everyone else has.
Yeah,
and felt what
but then
said what
I
they
didn't
feel.
want didn't want to nominate the twins. I didn't want to nominate Christian after the
look,
situation.
Oh, you wanted to nominate Christian yesterday?
No, I didn't. That's the thing that I wanted to get across. I like Christian. I like everyone in this house.
Because it come out, you changed your
No.
Yeah, you had to backtrack.
No.
Yeah, Nick.
Anyway, no matter what, it's just a nomination.
Yeah.
Just overcome it.
Do you know what?
It is what it
It's
is.
just because it's Nick.
Yeah.
Just because we were good friends, but...
It had to be
Clearly not.
somebody, you know? That's at the end of the day. That's what happened, so...
Oh, I'm watching my back in here from now on, believe.
(6:12 p.m). It's been 32 minutes since Nick had to nominate.
I'm just getting the ump bad, mate. I can see cracks falling.
Why are you
I can
getting
read everyone.
upset?
I can fucking know what's going on.
Harriet, remember
I'm
what you
keeping
said?
my mouth shut. I'm keeping my mouth shut, Aaron. If I open my mouth, mate, shit's gonna go down. People gonna
Harriet, you told
Calm
me
down,
when you,
sis.
Harriet, you told me when you go on a mad one to calm you down. So
Yeah.
calm down. Harriet.
Count to 10, it's pantomime.
You told me that.
It's absolutely fine. What is meant to be is meant to be, guys. That's all I'm saying.
I was gonna say,
It's one nomination. Roll on this evening.
Guys, I fucking love you all. We'll just move on.
Yeah, exactly,
See,
Jack.
when you're kind to people, see my kindness, take my kindness for a weakling. Don't think you get it for a fucking fag, mate. Fuck right off.
You better give me my hoodie back and all.
Nick has come to the diary room.
I'm really struggling with the face-to-face nominations. I don't think they understand, and now, always my luck, it will backfire. I just thought I was doing the right thing. There was a part of me that didn't want people to think Jade had influenced me, to get Jade even more isolated. There was a part of me that was like that. I overthought it completely, the whole thing. I'm completely confused by this whole situation. I've got maybe a couple of friends, I've got a lot of people that think I've made the wrong decision, and I get that. I feel like a really bad person. What can I do? If this was real life, I'd just run away. I'm so used to just being able to run away from this all.
(7:05 p.m). Kieran and Danny are in the garden.
How are you thinking getting on anyway?
So,
Yeah.
how we getting on?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, man. Like, I don't know if I'm going too far with the fucking head massages and laying on her and that.
Oh, really?
Do you know what? I'm doing? Like, I feel like having a chat with her and that, but
About what?
I don't feel. I don't know. I just don't want her to think that there's anything in it when I like lay on her and gave her a head massage last night. I see everyone looking, Jack says things and stuff like that, and I'm thinking, fuck's sake.
Well, mate, all you can do is fucking have a chat again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jade is talking to Big Brother.
I feel like my personality is starting to change in this place. I feel like I'm turning into a slight bitch. I don't know who I am, but when you're being backed into a corner by a pack of wolves, I mean, stuff happens. Like, I can handle you coming up and screaming in my face, but what I don't like is the behind the back bitching. I don't like that. Little snidey little remarks and little comments and stuff, you know? I don't like that.
Jade is the topic of conversation in the bathroom.
She's polyamorous.
I see, because I thought, why is she hitting on Christian and covering him with all this sort of like stuff?
Yeah, but-
literally, it's
No, but
polyamorous thing, isn't it?
No, she believes in having multiple relationships. Now, in my opinion, that is just a posh word for immorality.
Oh, posh word for greedy.
Harriet is not happy.
Harriet, you chain smoking?
Yeah, I am. It's because I've got the ump. Because people are not built like me, mate. I'm telling you now, the world would be a better place. I'm not saying that at you, there's other people in this house.
I know, guys, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's done. Water under the bridge, mate. Don't worry about it.
Chloe, like,
I was just-
on a serious note, I don't deserve to be your friend after this, so what...
Don't be daft.
That's it now.
This ain't that's
Back
not
to
what I mean
normal.
her role.
But if I say
I'm not
anything
gonna
that
stop talking
offends
to
you,
over this.
pull me up and say it
There's
at
other
the
people in
time.
this house would do that. But I don't roll
I always
like
feel
that.
like I'm going to cry, and I don't want to cry. 'cause
No,
I'm not a
don't. I
victim.
know, I can't believe I've cried 2 days at
I'm not a
Chop.
victim here.
I'm filming
we're
with
not saying
myself.
you are.
Yeah.
Don't get upset, don't.
No, I know it's stupid, Rick.
Once you start crying in here, you can't stop. That's the thing.
Yeah, I know he can't. Can
You
he?
can't. No, don't.
No, I'm not. No, I'm fine. I am fine.
Yeah.
Just feel stupid about it.
9:46 p.m. Joel and Jack are in the tub.
Now that is lovely.
Yeah, let me let's just... Oh. Oh.
The twins are talking about Jade.
I fucking love to see the back of her. Bang, bang, the witch is gone. See you later. She makes me uncomfortable to be anywhere in her vicinity. Because she's so awful. Horrible, horrible personality. Awful. She just looks down on me constantly. And I think, who are you to look down at me? Soz about you. Soz about you. You fake girl.
Yeah.
Do you know what? This is an amazing experience that we'll never get again, and our emotions.
It was for a week, and now it's just a
But do you
fucking
not think if
hellhole.
we stay here, it'll go up again?
No, I think it's going to get worse.
Yeah, I suppose. No, I totally get you. I completely feel the same way, and I hope.
Like I bitched like fuck about it yesterday, and now I'm just like I don't. Do you know what I mean? And then I was like, spoke to you. This house is fucked. I hope I'm up. I hope I go this week. I just don't want to quit.
Same.
Moping around like a pathetic prick, you know, head down. I can't even hold conversation.
So am I.
I can't integrate for some reason. It's my own fault. Everyone's trying really hard with me. Are you alright, Danny?
Yeah, good mate. You alright?
Yeah, I am alright. I went through a stage of feeling emotional. Now it's just like I would like to go, but I want to walk out the doors. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to leave on, you know.
Yeah, do you know what, mate? Like, just don't do that, because
No, I won't do it.
I think if you did that, you'd feel disappointed in
I'm
yourself.
disrespectful to everyone that's been nice to me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, not even that. I think you'd just regret it in the long run.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, mate, it doesn't change who you are.
Yeah, exactly.
And you've got to do what you were told to do at the end of the day. If
exactly.
you refuse, then you know what I mean. And
Yeah.
anyone in your position would have done the same. So
Look, Danny, I made a mistake, and that's fine. Everyone makes mistakes.
yeah, listen, I'm sure, like in a couple of days' time or whatever, I genuinely believe the people that you did choose, they're not going to be up anyway.
That's why I did it. But
Exactly.
Then, yeah.
So I think when they realise that and it happens, they get over it.
Yeah. Thanks, mate.
You done good, mate. So
Thanks,
just
mate.
try and be strong. No one wants
Yeah.
to see you walk, mate.
Coming up, Chloe makes a prediction.
And I think in the next few days, the house is literally going to get tipped on its head.
And Danny and Sarah have a heart-to-heart.
I just feel as if you pushed me away and I'm trying to sort of be friends with you, and I just feel as if you're not trying to be friends with me.
Attention, Big Brother viewers, it's competition time. How would you like a cool 20k in your bank account? The Bank of Big Brother has a cheque for an eye-watering £20,000 to give away. So to be in with a chance to win, just text BB to 65515, or you can post your name and phone number to BB, PO Box 7557, Derby, DE1 0NP. Text costs £1.50 plus one message at standard network rate. Lines close on the date shown on screen, and 3 days later for postal entries. For rules and winners, go to channel5.com/win. (11:09 p.m. Kieran and Sarah are talking in the storeroom.
I do feel as if Danny's been a bit snide with me. Like a bit sort of...
Danny's been snide. He's been acting as
no,
that.
not snide, not at all. Like, pushy away, like he doesn't want to come near me.
Only you two can have that conversation. It's not for me to say, oh yeah, well maybe I think this, maybe because I don't know.
Some people are put in this house
to connect, and some people are putting themselves to not to disconnect.
So now you're saying you don't connect with him?
No. You know, if I come up to you and try and cuddle you, you just go.
Yeah.
Right? And that goes for everybody in this house. Right? If I go up to Dan, it's like, just jumps up.
So you believe that he's not being friendly with you, right?
Yeah.
So you've had the conversation to say that basically that nothing's happening and you're just going to remain friends.
I don't know. I don't know.
Isn't
what
that you reading into it?
It is a bit, yeah.
Danny is speaking to Big Brother about Sarah.
Like, me and Sarah, we've got a bit of banter going on and stuff like that. Sometimes I think, like, she does things for me that she doesn't do for everybody else. Like, I appreciate it so much, but I just don't want it to be more than what it is, like. And like, she comes and lays in my bed, she just wants a hug and stuff like that. And I know all she wants is a hug. But if I hug her and stuff like that, like, there's people that make little comments and stuff like that. And it just kind of not puts me off her, but it just puts me off the whole situation. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I care for Sarah a lot. And I do sometimes think that she might think that I like her, you know, more than a friend. But is there a nice way of saying that there's nothing in it, if you know what I mean? Like, I'm struggling to find a way without offending her to say there's nothing more than in it than friends. So it's a really hard situation at the moment for me.
(2:54 a.m. Most of the housemates are asleep. Chloe's talking to Big Brother.
In the last 2 or 3 days, I have seen that Nick will do what he's got to do. The twins will be genuine and honest, and they have got a backbone. And Harriet will call anybody out on what she thinks is bullshit. And I realised that you don't have to be, just because you're being nice, it doesn't mean you have to be dishonest. You can say, I like you, but you're lying. I like you, but I don't believe what you're saying. And so on that, there's nice people in here, but they're going to be honest. And I think in the next few days, the house is literally going to get tipped on its head.
Sarah has a question for Danny.
Do you know what song's caring about?
Do I need to know?
If you don't want it.
Well, do I need to know? Idiot, come on, what is it?
I'm trying to be friends with you and you're pushing me away, and I'm trying to, like...
Okay, yeah, I know that, I do actually know that. But when people, like, say if you laid on my bed and stuff like that, and
yeah, but the fact
it just
that
takes one fucking comment and for some reason it just throws me off. Even if it's just Jack, I know he's harmless and stuff like that. If he's like, oh yeah, Danny boy, he just says that. I'm thinking, for fuck's sake, I don't need that.
I just feel as if you pushed me away, and I'm trying to sort of be friends with you, and I just feel as if you're not trying to be friends with me. So where do we stand?
What? What does that mean? What does that mean?
I feel awkward coming up to you.
Well, don't feel awkward then. Just treat me.
Like,
just treat me like you treat Kieran. Treat me like you treat anybody else, and I'll treat you exactly the same. Yeah?
We haven't been doing.
Yeah, well now. We've had a chat and it's done. Should we go to bed?
Yeah.
I'm not an arsehole.
The cats and dogs have had their fun. Now the rest of the animal kingdom wants in on the act. Catch Pets Make You Laugh Out Loud, new tomorrow at 9 here on Channel 5. Coming up next tonight, it's Big Brother's bigger bit on the side.